got the broad sense out there. Schaeffler, one of those companies in the bearing space that got premium valuations. Now, Kotak believes that they've run a little bit ahead of themselves. What's your view on the bearing space? And nowadays, there are other interesting themes, to play it via. Maybe Rolex rings that produces some kind of component of that bearing, or the new listing that we are likely to see, which closed a couple of days ago. Big interest being seen out there as well. Your view on the space?
So yeah, I think we own it. So a positive on the company, that's Schaeffler. The stock itself, the company itself, of course, it's gone up quite tremendously in valuation. I think it's gone from 2,000 to 3,500 in a very, very short time. It went in less than 2 months or something. So I think some correction is kind of par for the course. But is a good company in the bearing space, will benefit from an automotive recovery, has a reasonable space in the automotive aftermarket, and we're seeing revival in auto in general that's happening. And I think Schaeffler will be a beneficiary. I would say, the valuations primarily come from the relatively low float because most of the company tends to be held in either institutional or parent hands. And therefore, you get a much higher P than you would otherwise pay. Just in comparison, our conversation with Bajaj Finance, I feel more comfortable holding a Schaeffler than a Bajaj Finance. Though growth opportunities may be slightly different, I still think this is a great company to hold longer term. Shorter term, expect a 75% move will always have some kind of a downside in the short term for sure. So you have to deal with the volatility.
All right, Deepak, thanks a lot for joining us. Good talking to you as always.